I think that it's completely wrong. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who depend on that home delivery, especially older adults who live alone and who are not physically able to go down to those mailboxes in the middle of winter. It's asking too much, and I think it's really important to them.
Michael McKay. There is nothing that registered mail does that a secure digital solution doesn't do better. There's a challenge where some of the population needs to have better digital literacy in order to properly use that system, but it's time that we make that switch.
My name is Linda Trono. So to me, this is just one in a long line of cutting out the people who need services the most. So it's just like one cut after another, and we have less and less services that we can count on.
Michael Ferris. It's been a long time coming. I was expecting it 10 years ago, and hearing it today is no news, really.
Michel Lagacé. I think it's about time. I mean, things have changed. Everybody knows there's less mail going around. I'd be happy if they cut down the number of times they deliver the mail every week, at least in residences. I mean, most of us get, 3 or 4 bills a month, and the rest is advertising. I don't see a big need for daily delivery of mail, and we've had delivery to a communal box here for years, and I think people adapted to it very quickly.
Were you there around for that change, when it changed?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was very simple. You walk down the street and you have your mail. It's that simple. Now, I know there may be problems with people with the mobility issues, and that has to be taken care of course. But beyond that, it's a good excuse to go out for a walk.
Now, in this neighborhood, you receive mail from a mail carrier. I'm wondering, how will this change then the way you receive mail?
We will get a whole lot less junk mail. Bottom line. And there's some government services that will need to find a way to digitally deliver our mail rather than using paper mail. That's it.
Well, I probably wouldn't go down to the box all that often because, it's difficult for me to do that. It's something that people really depend on, and I don't think it's something that's easily changed or should be changed.
No, I don't like it. I mean, I walk a lot, so I don't have a problem with going to get it. But it makes things more inconvenient, and for people who can't do the walking or have a totally different way of life, it would make it really hard.
How do you think Canada Post could change to be modern for the 21st century?
One of the things that they do in Britain is that they have the mail carriers check on older people. And it's, and because so many people live alone, I think they could be broader. I think they could do more than they're doing right now, rather than less.
Well, there are a number of things I think that have to be done. One is to reduce the number of mail deliveries per week. The other one is maybe to make sure that people can access their mail, but not have to expect that we're going to have mail delivery every week. I think it's a question of attitude more than anything else. We're used to things the way they used to be. I think most people will adjust very quickly to a change in operations.
I think it needs to shift its focus to secure digital services. Here's a great example. I'm a professional engineer. In order to certify your identity, you go to a Canada Post location. A Canada Post employee looks at your ID, your passport, and goes, yes, this is that person, and then that's how that gets attached to your digital certificate when you digitally seal drawings and documents. There's an example of a good service that Canada Post now delivers, where before that it was a bit awkward.
That's a really, really tough one. They're going to have to adapt. There's all sorts of competing delivery services that are not going to go away. But the mandate of Canada Post to provide a service across Canada, I think, is still important. It still has to be done, and now it needs to be done more effectively and efficiently, but not done away with.